Mag-start ako mag-record pero hihintayin pa natin si Mr. Beljet. Ah, hello? So, naririnig niyo ba ako? Start na tayo.
Roger, Roger.
Guys, open cam tayo. Lalo yung mag-interview ko. Ready na? Okay. Good day, everyone. We are Group 1 from VE032 MIA 104, and we welcome you today to our special interview where we talk about the beauty of helping, which is volunteerism. Today, we are joined by someone who has dedicated time and effort to making a positive impact in the community. Let's learn more about his journey, experiences, values, and what inspired him to make a difference. Let me introduce you to Mr. Gabriel Clyde T. Baljot, who is also a student like us. So, Mr. Baljot, can you give us a little background about your volunteerism?
Hello, hello, and good afternoon, everyone. Yes, I am Gabriel Clyde T. Beljot. As for a little background about my volunteering, personally, I have a handful of experiences within the school, outside, during the church, some, again, NSTP projects, as well as during my time as a class president in grade 12, whereas I volunteered as in school events, organized by the student council. Also, yeah, I do participate in volunteer work, especially when it involves academics, and is of course if I have the opportunity as well in church events. So yeah, that's my background.
So for the interview, let us start for our first question, Mr. Ramirez, please.
So the first question is, what inspired you to start volunteering?
Well, personally, what inspired me to start volunteering was through my church mates. So they do these volunteering activities. One example would be the Brigada Escuela. No, they do this every year, in which they clean up and repaint the walls and fix the classroom before the school year starts. No? They also shared the word of God through these activities. No, so I guess for me, it struck something within my heart to start um going about volunteering. No, even in my small ways. No? So I just wanted to do, I guess, something different for the community. So again, as I've said before, with that, no, I started doing volunteer work, but compared to others who have been doing it for many years, for me, I just started about a handful of years ago. Like I've said, during grade 8, for example, only did like you can only count in by your fingers how much like volunteer work I've done over the years. So, but despite that, no, I'm really an inspiration to me to really do these things properly and just give my heart to do so.
Okay, thank you for that answer. So the second question is, what motivated you to apply for your current or most recent volunteer role?
Well, in my perspective, one of my motivations personally for applying to my recent volunteer role was again to do something different and to develop my personal skills, more specifically the ability to engage with different people with different backgrounds, from me. To create these connections, to expand my point of view and the understanding of others. So why did I want this? No, back then kasi I wasn't really able to engage with people properly. Like in these settings, this interview, group works, and so on. I have such difficulties with working with others. So I wanted volunteering as a tool to further develop this teamwork skill. To be able to connect, talk, work with others. Work in a team. Because again, I've conducted all my volunteering activities through a team-based it wasn't just me. I was with a team. Normally, I'm just a volunteer, not a leader. Only once I became that. So that's my main sort of motivation on why I wanted to do, again, my current recent volunteer roles.
Okay, so in connect with the second question, this is actually a great question. So who is your role model when it comes to your community service, and why?
Well, for this question, it's my church group leader. Um, I look up to him for his volunteering expertise. Personally, from what I know, he has years of experience when it comes compared to me, in volunteering experience, So he has led and participated in many church-related volunteer work, donation drives, tutoring sessions, with students from different campuses, outreach programs, church planting, especially, and so much more. I was inspired by his work due to his heart to serve, share the love of God to others, and his dedication to help others talaga, despite of their different situations. I like his open-minded approach to volunteering. He's not really judgmental when it comes to um people. Really, he approaches them with an open mind, open heart, to really understand and listen what they have to say, and to really open to just receive their, again, what is happening in their lives, really to listen to them, talk to them, and really, and yeah, to voice out really their concerns and issues and really help them out with that. So yeah.
And lastly, can you share a memorable experience you've had while volunteering and what you learned from it?
Well, for that, this is actually school related, no. Not, but it's still outside of school nonetheless, under a moniker of a project, no. One of the memorable experience, actually, it was church, not school. Sorry. So it was in a orphanage home back then, a few years ago. I was still a kid. I hanged out with them, no. I played with them, assisted in giving food, if I remember correctly, listened to their stories, and just seeing them there having fun, really. It was a new world for me personally. I never participated in, apart from the elderly, no, an outreach program for orphaned children. So it was in Alabang back then. Um, it was an eye-opening experience for me because it enabled me to see children in a different light, no, without their parents. Um, I learned from that na again, I've learned to more appreciate my parents now more than ever, really, since again they're getting old na rin, and as well as a lot of children don't really get the opportunity, the chance to do so. No, whether under different circumstances, we don't know. But again, the matter of the fact is, um, they don't have parents, no. Whether they're abandoned or not, we don't know. It helped me to more like understand them. To love my parents more, really. Respect them more, and despite of what they do, love them unconditionally, no matter what. Because again, we only have a short time around in this world, so yeah.
So the next question po is what is the most important lesson you've learned from community service and what skill have you developed through volunteering that you now use in everyday life?
For to approach your question, no, the most important lesson I have learned from community service is the understanding and patience towards others. On the other hand, the skill I have learned was teamwork. Um, again, as I've mentioned before, I'm not really good at working with teams. I find myself more or less just working by myself. I find that more effective, productive than anything else that I do when working with team. Because again, not to be of offense to others. Sometimes I find that it slows down the progress. No? Apart in that compared to teams, I could just do it. It's more faster. But I, you know, but eventually I recognized that being in a team is good. No, first of all, it develops my personal skills. No, in teamwork, conversations with others, connections to really know how it is to coordinate every plan, especially as a volunteering, move and changes to your team and community representatives. How transparency matters, communication, and most especially forming this sort of bond with your teammates now creates this, lessens conflicts, creates this unity, no, to be able to work together in a harmonious fashion. Because again, we all know that if we don't really coordinate well, projects don't tend to be successful in nature when you yourself and your team don't really function well. So I really do prioritize creating rapport, hanging out with them informally. And that's why, meetings are so important as well. It's teamwork. So yeah.
Next question is has there ever been a moment during your volunteer work that changed the way you see yourself?
Well, yes. I don't know if this is a correct answer to this question, no, but going back to my project during my grade 8, the elderly, participating in a volunteer work for elderly people. No, it was an EPP project to be exact. Um, so I was engaged, creating conversation with some of the elderly people there, and one of those elderly was again looked a bit scary. No, for me, kasi I don't really tend to talk to people who have this sort of aura that's a bit, they even if I look at their faces, they're not really approachable. No, no offense to them, of course. Um, I couldn't. I tried to talk to her once, no, and she sounded a bit annoyed at me. No, so I don't tend to pursue things like that. No, if they're annoyed, and I couldn't really do so effectively due to the fact that I was again scared of her. So it really changed the way I see myself because these number one, these people do exist. Na not all of them would be as warm-hearted to accept people who talks to them. No? It made me more wary of the people I talk to. First of all, and not, of course, not to judge them by the book. But again, as the statement goes, don't judge a book by its cover. No, but I just became a bit more wary towards them that the way I approach them, I should approach them slowly. I don't take things too quickly, so on. So it really changed myself on how I approach different types of people. Yeah.
For the seventh question po, what values or principles do you believe are most important when volunteering?
Well, some of the values or principles I think that are important would be understanding, patience, compassion, a heart to serve, and just a love for people, really. What really helps in volunteering is you being willing to volunteer in the first place. For me kasi, back then I was really forced to volunteer. For example, the grade 12 president thing that that again somebody recommended me to do so. I was very forced to do so. I was very fearful of the people around me since I'm not really good at engaging with people, no, but I do recognize that it develops this aforementioned values that I have now, especially when it comes to a heart to serve, no. That having the mindset of making people's lives more better, helping them to enjoy the event, really, it's really important when volunteering talaga kasi it fuels us, eh. It helps us create these decisions that are more directed to their well-being, no? Not only to ourselves, not being selfish, no, but being selfless, no. Just being able to think about others is very important when volunteering talaga. It creates this sort of more effective, more effective outcome of serving people instead of like, yung mga magkukulang and so on. You are more open to mistakes and so on. So, yeah.
And for the eighth question po, what challenges have you faced during your volunteer work and how did you overcome them?
Well, some of the problems, I'll state three here. Organization problems, yung siyempre yung schedules, to be exact. Lack of materials, secondly, and thirdly, of course, yung lack of volunteers, no. In solving these, I communicated with my team members to made sure to delegate these tasks evenly towards them so that everyone has something to do. Made sure to bring more reserve materials during the volunteer work and learn to plan in advance to possible problems down the line. So yeah, that's the answer to that question.
For our ninth question, how do you handle moments when your effort doesn't seem to make difference right away?
For this question, simply I just keep going really. I do recognize that volunteer work takes time. And number one, I don't really put into perspective yung efforts, no? I don't make an effort to make my actions known, no? But for me personally, I just continually serve. Even when there's no one looking, no one is complimenting me, no one is saying thank you. But again, those things are again what helps you fuel yourself. But again, fuel your volunteering service. But again, not all the time that would be available. No, that would be said. No. Moreover, I rest when I need to and continue on afterwards. It is a time-consuming effort talaga. But the fact that I'm doing this to develop my social skills and help others grow is what keeps me moving in terms of volunteering myself. So,
A lot of people, volunteers had a hard time volunteering because it doesn't have the dopamine immediately when you finish the project. So, for our third question, what motivates you to keep volunteering, especially when it's difficult or time consuming?
well, to answer this question, no, the fact that I could just meet and serve people to make them happy motivates me to keep volunteering. No, even outside the volunteering space, I have helped people, for example, in their assignments, in checking them, proofreading them, without anything in return, really. I mean, a simple thank you for me really works. I don't need money. I don't need, to be treated with food. A simple thank you will be enough. No, that, whenever I serve others, I get this sort of happiness because, again, knowing that even though they don't express it explicitly, that it makes them happy when I help them, I serve them. It makes it worthwhile to do so, even if it's difficult or time consuming. So,
Next question is, what do you think is misunderstood or overlooked about being a volunteer?
well, I guess in my experience of being a volunteer, what's mostly overlooked would be the logistics on organizing these volunteer events, work, as a leader who has experienced that, at face value, you'd think na madali lang siya in nature, because you would see it's very organized, everybody's in their proper places, certain roles are, again, attached to every single member of that volunteering work, activity. But again, these people have planned for a long time. A lot of difficulties have been encountered, even though it doesn't seem obvious to the naked eye, that it is there. But again, these people took their time, effort, and attention to detail to really organize these events, And yeah, we should really appreciate what they do, no? In terms of that, and be more, I guess, more aware of how these things work in the background. No? Because again, whenever it comes to volunteering, we always see the result of it, not the planning, the difficulty, the funding, and so on. So yeah, I think that's one of the most overlooked things. I'd say.
It seems you've been volunteering for a long time. What advice would you give to someone who is just thinking about starting volunteer work?
Well, to start off with that, I think first of all, condition your heart to have a perspective of serving others. I believe it all starts with ourselves, like when we want to serve others. So again, it's our initiative. I mean, there are a lot of organizations out there who are willing to accept our help. No? So I think, yeah, we start with ourselves to serve, really, because if we ourselves can be able, or again, willing to serve, then everything else follows. No, yung mga time sacrifices, yung waking up early, preparing extra materials, funding, yung willingness mo to travel to far places just to help people. All of them will just fall in line if you yourself are willing to serve. So really, if you have the heart to serve, really, I believe that volunteering can be, again, a good place for you, and it will be an effective outcome. Talaga, if, again, you are willing to serve others, no matter who they are, what background they come from. Because you'd be open-minded to those. So, yeah.
So thank you, Mr. Beljet. No, even though you have a small experience of volunteering, you did really make a difference. No, um, you did all this volunteering during your school days, and that is really inspiring, especially for us students. No, so thank you, Mr. Beljet, for joining us in this interview. Hearing your story from simply being inspired by your church leader to making a difference has reminded us the true beauty of volunteerism. Excuse me. You have shown us that volunteering isn't just about giving your free time, no, but it's about making a difference, building connections, and bringing hope to people. So as we end this, may this interview inspire everyone in here and those who are watching this video to take small steps, no, towards helping others, whether through small gestures of kindness or organized efforts. We all have the power to make a difference. So may we continue to serve and uplift one another through simple and yet powerful acts of volunteering. So thank you everyone, and especially thank you Mr. Beljot for participating in this interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much as well, Marcus. Thank you.
Thank you.